Hey, what's up, Dragons? This is Mr. Boylan, and today I'm going to talk to you about one of my all-time favorite strategies to use in the classroom, and that's the Cornell note-taking system. Now, if you check this out online, you'll find all sorts of dimensions and width requirements, but as with anything, I think as long as you can adapt this for your classroom and your students, you can be very successful with it. One of the things that I like to do with my Cornell notes is make sure that I put a content objective and a language objective at the top. And I think it's so important to know what we're doing with that content objective and how we're going to do it with that language objective for all students, not just your ELL population. So if you're unfamiliar with the Cornell note-taking format, on the right-hand side, you put all of your content. But the really important parts, I think, are the left-hand side, where students really interact with the notes a little bit. They sort of generate their own questions about what's happening on the right-hand side. They make connections, those text-to-self, text-to-world, text-to-text or film connections that we really want them to make. And then at the bottom, perhaps most importantly, is where they get an opportunity to summarize in writing what they took away from the lesson. And that's what's so important, that they can, in their own words, describe what they learned for that day. So we're going to take a couple moments and sort of dissect the Cornell note-taking strategy. Who's it going to impact? Who's this going to work with? And the great thing about it is that I think it's really effective for all learners. It's a great tool for differentiation in your classroom. Specifically, it's really great for your ELLs, especially if you include that content and language objective and you're very clear every day about what it is you're learning and how you're going to learn it. Now, where is this going to apply? Is it just good for chemistry? No, I think it's a great tool across all disciplines, even though we've chosen a specific chemistry example here. Again, just tailor it to meet your needs. That said, I think there are a few characteristics that across disciplines will help you be successful with this strategy. Foremost, make sure you're very clear about aligning what you're doing with the TEKS or the standards. And secondly, if you can couple this with technology in any way, it will help you be a little more successful and more engaging with the students. And also, it's important to think about, why do you even want to do this? Is this going to be effective for you? I think it's really important to understand that this helps our learners make those connections that we want them to make. And it's really great for providing structure and efficiency for those lower level students, while at the same time allowing those who are higher level to really engage a little bit more in the note-taking process. And I think that that is one of the key benefits of using this strategy in your classroom. And then lastly, I think you probably want to know, how are you going to monitor and evaluate this Cornell note-taking system? Well, I think it's pretty much built into the formative assessment process, and it gives you a pretty good idea of how kids are understanding what's going on. And then in terms of evaluating how well this is working for you, I mean, summarization is a higher order thinking skill, and so just sort of evaluating some of those summaries that the kids produce is a great way to assess their understanding.